ColourPop is known for their over-the-top packaging that always just seems to hit home every single time they do a collection launch. And this year for Christmas, they have the Grinch collection. And the Grinch collection is honestly, I've seen only a couple of sneak peeks of it, and we're going to get into the entire collection today. So let's just take a look at this collection because there's definitely nobody talking about this collection on the YouTube space. So I wanted to give you guys my unfiltered thoughts and opinions on the Grinch collection. Is this basically a collection that I feel like I could have use out of if I did purchase it, or is it a complete and total pass? We're going to do a complete unfiltered look at this collection. If you head on over to the ColourPop website, you do see that the Grinch collection is currently live. I actually really like the way that the ColourPop website looks with the dangling ornament by the Grinch, and they are saying that it is limited edition, which typically their holiday launches are limited edition. So that is no surprise to me. But we're going to actually go in and we're going to shop, and I'm going to give you guys my first impressions on this entire collection. I did notice that when you go into the ColourPop X Grinch, where you can buy the full PR package for $120, you actually don't get a lot of photographs of the collection. I was looking for swatches, I was looking for just like overall what this collection has, and it's basically just an overview of this entire collection. I actually did not see any kind of swatches that were available in the PR listing. So I actually had to go back and I'm going to have to look at the individual listings. So this is going to make this video a little bit longer than normal, but we're going to go in and we're going to look at how the Grinch stole Christmas. And this looks to be a 15 pan eyeshadow palette, and we have a mix of neutrals with a pop of green in it. And there's two shades that are green. This is a Grinch palette. That automatically just sets off alarms in my head, but they describe it as a sneak into Whoville. With this limited edition holiday palette, create endless looks with 15 festive shades inspired by the Grinch and Whoville. Our ultra pigmented pressed powder formula is long lasting, applies evenly, and blends like a dream for effortless application. It features mattes, metallics, matte sparkles, super shocks, pearlescent glitter. Glitter, ColourPop, come on, I can't do glitter. Matte sparkle. The matte sparkles, that's another thing that I have a complete issue with. When you get a matte sparkle, it literally just translates on the eye as being a matte. The sparkles kind of like buff away and you don't get any use out of it. So basically this has mattes, metallics, a super shock, and a glitter formula. Glitter is not my friend, I cannot stand glitter at all. I'm super opinionated about glitter. I really think that the promotional pictures for this specifically, like the model's hair is really adorable. You have one who has kind of like Cindy Lou hair, and then you have another one who has like Grinch hair with like Grinchy green makeup. Okay, I get it. The swatches is what I am most interested in because it is really hard to tell from the palette what kind of shades this has. I really feel like the pictures really don't do justice to the shades. So looking at this palette, we do have some pinks, and they are very cool toned actually. They look to have more of that like lilac-y finish, but we also have some salmony shades in here as well. And we also have some greens, and we have some deeper like burgundy shades, as well as like almost like a pinkish red foil, it looks like. And these are cruelty-free, ultra-pigmented, they're buildable, blendable, and it is limited edition. Now, let's take a look at the micro glitter, if we can. Looking at the ingredients, sometimes you can actually tell where the micro glitter is, but I cannot tell where the micro glitter is, so that is a little bit sad as well. I'm thinking that probably the Mount Crumpet shade is going to be your super shock, and then there's a pearlescent glitter, which is probably going to be Cindy Lou Who or something like that. Like that's kind of my guess, but it doesn't really say in the description which one is the super shock, which one is the micro glitter. I don't know. I don't know. I wish that they would put that in the description. I think that would make it a little bit easier to tell. So when I think about this color story of the eyeshadow palette, I feel like this is like the main event. You can buy the eyeshadow palette individually for like $22 and $25. Looks like their prices have gone up a little bit since I've been on ColourPop last. But when I look at this eyeshadow palette, it really honestly makes me feel like a cookie for some of those lighter shades, like definitely these lighter shades in here. And it also makes me feel kind of Grinchy with these like greener shades, but I kind of wish we would have seen like a duochrome or a multi-chrome that shifts from like a green to a pink. I think that would have been a lot of fun. I also really feel like they could have used some brighter, poppier shades and not something so completely neutral with this palette, because when you look at Dr. Seuss, even when you look at the packaging of this Grinch palette, it's very, very colorful. And I really feel like they could have thrown in a matte green shade in there that was like super bright, poppy, colorful shade. I think that would have been a lot of fun, especially like on the inner corner. And then you put like that light green Mr. Grinch shade just all over the lid. That would have been super fun. I also noticed I do like their use of some cool tones in here, but a lot of this is like warmer pinks as well. And I could definitely see there being more like cool tone pink shades in there as well. I think that would have been a better option for them if we were really doing something that's like super Grinchy. When I think of the Grinch, I think of like the decorations that we see all the time. I think of the movie where it's like super bright and colorful with that like really neon green shade. And then like we have those deep, rich reds. And we also have, you know, the Christmas feeling and the Christmas lights. If I'm thinking of the Jim Carrey movie, I should say. If I'm thinking of the newer Grinch animated movie, I'm still thinking of those brighter, poppier reds. And I'm also thinking of like Christmas cookies and those beautiful, like cool tone pink shades. So they did kind of get the feel of it with this eyeshadow palette, but I definitely feel like they're missing a couple of shades. Like I really want that bright, poppy, neon green that is the Grinch, and I want it in a matte shade. I want it in a matte shade. Like that's what I want. I would love more of those cool toned pink shades, like Mary Very is like this really beautiful cool toned pink shade, and I wish that they had more cool toned pink shades in that as well. So there are some, like, I think it's an okay eyeshadow palette. I don't think it's really going to blow your socks off. I think that they kind of got the color story, but not really. It's not anything to write home about. It also comes with the Merry Grinchmas Swirl Lip Gloss Kit. This retails for $24. You get 3 lip gloss swirls. The packaging is adorable. You have Cindy Lou, you have Max, and you have the Grinch. The shades, I really like the bright poppy pink one, and I like the deeper berry one. But I kind of don't like the one that is for Max. I feel like they could have used the one that was for the Grinch. They could have put that with Max, and then they could have done like a pH changing one for the Grinch that was green to like a really deep red. I think that would have been a really cool concept for like a gloss, like a pH changing from a green, like it looks lime green in the tube for the Grinch, and they could have had it do a red. I think that would have been absolutely stunning. I think that would have been so cool to play on with that as well. There's a Grinch So Juicy gloss and liner set as well. Again, like these are reds. I think it's beautiful. It does come in 2 different shade variations. So you have Berry Grinch, and then you also have Pinky Who. So there's like a pinky version and a berry version. I honestly feel like the Berry Grinch one, that could have been another one of those pH changing from a very, very neon green to a berry toned red. I think that would have been cool. And I know that pH changing is kind of like out and stuff like that, but this would have been the perfect collection because he is the Grinch and because he is neon green. I think that would have been like the perfect way to capture the Grinch. Now there are some shadow sticks. They come in a kit, and the shadow sticks are called the Liked Christmas a Lot, and there are 2 shades in this collection. There's like a cool tone pink and then kind of like it kind of reminds me of a sugar cookie, I'm not gonna lie. But again, like I really like the Whoville shade. I think that's really beautiful with that bright poppy pink. It does remind me of Whoville quite a bit, but I really wish that they would have actually had like maybe a neon green one. Like I want Grinch colors, like give me a Grinch. I want Grinch. Like, give me a Grinch color. I would put neon green all over. I've done that before. I put neon green all over my eyes for Christmas. Like, that's fun. or even a mint green. A mint green would have been really pretty too. And then we also have Change of Heart Super Shock Highlighter Kit. Their Super Shock shadows are like probably one of my favorites ever. There are 3 in this Super Shock highlighter kit. It looks like we have a pink, a heart looking one. That's actually really cute. And then we have a gold one. So let me scroll down. Wait, there's only 2? I'm so confused. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the lid. The lid of the Super Shock shadow, of the Super Shock highlighter, not shadow. It has the hearts on it. So there's a pink and a gold one. And we have one that is grew 3 sizes. This is like a pink. And then we have 2 sizes too small, which is kind of like a goldish, champagne-ish look. Again, I am in a Grinch mood. Why couldn't you do like a really cool duochromatic green shift in it? Like that would have been really cool. Like I have a chameleon highlighter and this is a green like shifting highlight. Like this would have been so cool in a Super Shock formula because it looks like this is so cool. Like why couldn't they do something like this? Like this would have been awesome to do for the Grinch. I'm not gonna lie. And with the Super Shock shadow being as beautiful as it is, they could have done something like that. Yeah, okay. Yes. Then we have the Grinch So Juicy Gloss and Liner Set. I thought we already had... Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I guess it's listed twice. We have Who Hash, which is the body glitter gel. How are there 5,008 reviews on the Who Hash body glitter gel when this just launched? Can somebody explain that to me? I don't get this. So it is a body glitter gel. Shine bright like a Who with this limited edition glitter gel that comes exclusive with the Who Hash packaging. It's easy to use, mess-free body glitter gel is made with a unique blend of multi-dimensional glitters. Did they like recycle a listing and then just change the name and pictures? Is that the way that they got these reviews? Because I'm so confused. I think that it's beautiful. It kind of reminds me of the glitter from Twilight. I'm not gonna lie, but it's in a like body glitter. Nobody's wearing body glitter anymore, just in FYI, unless you want to look like the elves from the Santa Claus and you want to put like, you know, tons of glitter all over your face. Maybe you want to do that. It looks like there's an eyeshadow palette and body glitter gel set that you can buy for $32. And then you can do the Pouty Grinch So Juicy Plumping Gloss Balm and Liner Kit set for $28, and you get both of those. So in this set, you get the Grinch palette. You get the 3-pack of the swirl glosses. You get 2 of the So Grinchy gloss liner sets. You get the Liked Christmas a Lot shadow stick set, and then you get the body glitter and the Super Shock highlighter kit, and that's all for $120. That's a pretty big kit, I'm not gonna lie. Usually their PR boxes come really cool with like extra like oomph and stuff behind it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And you can buy all of that for $120. The packaging on these is cute. It's not as Grinchy as what I thought it was going to be. It's very pink. It's very red. It's very neutral. And I know I should not expect more from ColourPop because this is definitely a neutral collection. I definitely think that there are some things that they could have been missing, some really cool effects that they could have some really cool effects that they could have done with this collection. I definitely believe that they could have done a pH changing one. I think that would have been so fun. Honestly, what if they had released a couple of blushes and like that really pretty like pastel cool toned pink, or even a pH changing blush from a green to like a deep red? That would have been really cool too, because then you're playing on that Grinch theme and you got like you have that. I know pH is technically out, but I think for this collection, it totally could have worked because you have green blush that looks like red when you put it on your face. I think that's a cool concept. If you like that concept, then leave me a comment down below because I like that concept and I think it would be so cool and it would definitely sell me on the Grinch collection. So those are my unfiltered thoughts on this Grinch collection. If I find any actual reviews, live swatches, I will try and leave it linked for you guys in the description box down below. But as of right now, I've not seen any creator talk about the Grinch collection, and it's really, I'm confused. Why has nobody talked about the Grinch collection? Like, I literally got a text message from ColourPop yesterday when it launched, and I went to go search on YouTube, and I have not seen anybody talk about this collection. So what's going on? I don't know. there is a creators event that's going on this weekend, so maybe those creators are at that event. I don't know. But I'm like, okay, I want to learn more about this collection. These are my unfiltered thoughts on it. I don't have swatches. If you guys want to see me do a BYOP of how I would actually design the Grinch palette with the shadows that I have in my collection, my BYOPs, leave me a comment down below as well. And make sure you're subscribed. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!